Hello, hello. I am checking out a house, actually one of my favorite neighborhoods in the side of Allen that I live on. So it's the east side. This actually feeds into my kids' school. We've got some friends that live in here. You are in a cul-de-sac, so that's really, really great. But I'm gonna show you outside first, and then we'll come back on the inside and see how everything is. Okay, so we actually have some friends that live there, but you pull in, this is the first neighborhood, or excuse me, one of the first streets, and then you pull into this cul-de-sac right here. So you don't have a lot of through traffic, which is great. And then this is the exterior. It's actually really pretty, so you can tell that it's big. Ooh, let's get you. Okay, 5. I'm trying to. Okay, anyways, so here's the outside. And the inside is even better. As I say, it's recently updated, so all the floors are newer and natural. Okay, so we'll walk in here right now. So you have almost like a formal dining or sitting area here, if that's what you want to call it. They've updated the light fixtures. There's no popcorn in this house, which is wonderful. And the ceilings are extremely tall. I know that not everybody really likes tall ceilings, but I feel like it's a really grand entry that goes straight into the main areas of the home, so you can kind of see everything. And I really just imagine, because I do love Christmas and Halloween, I would put like a huge Christmas tree here, or like a really fun animatronic Halloween decoration here. I think that'd be really fun in this particular area. Really nice door. And then here, you do have an office. So you could use it as a bedroom, but there is no closet in here. And that's okay. Okay, there we go. I adjusted my camera, so then maybe that's a little bit better to see. But again, they've updated the, oh my gosh, it's not crown molding. I can't even think about it right now. Excuse me, the baseboard. So you do have a really nice thick baseboard, and the floor is this natural, it does look like it's engineered wood, but again, super durable. And then you come down this way. So primary is going to be on the first floor, and then it's also going to be at the front of the house. So I know that some people don't really love that. I don't mind it, especially if you've got kids like I do, and you know, they're growing up and maybe they're trying to sneak out. You're right at the front, so you can definitely catch them if you like. But again, this floor carries throughout the home, which I love, because you see a lot of homes right now that just have mixed match flooring. And in here, I just love this bathroom. I think it's really nice. Ooh, let's see. Little hotel mirrors right here. So when you're doing your makeup in the mirror, you can see everything. We do have the gold finishes, which is really great. Super trendy, which I personally love. I know not a ton of people do. And we've got a really nice garden tub over here where you can take baths. I would definitely put a little privacy, I don't know, shade, curtains, whatever you wanted, unless you like everybody to see what you're doing in your bathtub. But I guess it's your own backyard, so it doesn't matter. Really, really pretty shower right here. Again, gold, but it's super neutral. So I think that it fits. I don't know. I know you guys don't care what I think, right? And a good sized walk-in closet right here. I would say, hey, you can go ahead and add a triple rod up here to add more space, or just put an entire closet system in here. Whatever floats your boat. You do have a really nice potty room right here that you can shut off. But I think there's a good transition between the warmth in the wood and the warmth in here. I think it all goes and flows really well together. Got a little bit of a tray ceiling in here, which is awesome. And they've updated all the lights, so most of them are on remotes, and I don't know how half of them work. All right, so formal dining here. So just imagine you could put a really, really long table here and probably fit, I would say, what, a good 8 to 10 people, maybe longer if you put a leaf in it, or use it as a flex space if you guys have kids, small kids. You could use this as kind of a playroom off of the kitchen. So here is the living room. They've done a good job at making this extremely modern, but still warm. you know, without taking that warmth away. So a lot of the modern stuff I feel like they're cold. I appreciate it, but it gets cold. So here's your little breakfast dining nook here. And then we've got a kitchen. These are all of my lights. But we've got the underlighting. They even, I love to see it, that we've got a border here. Gas. I don't even know what brand that is, but it looks really cool. Your Renovated, and then we've got Whirlpool appliances here, and some of my favorite things for your pots and pans. This one's obviously more pans, but don't we all love a good soft close? Refrigerator goes here. You've got a really great but farm sink, but stainless steel, and dishwasher. These are all updated appliances, so hopefully you don't need to do anything. And what I love is you can cook, you can have people here, you can still watch TV and hang out and still be very interactive with whoever is here. All right, y'all. One of my favorite things in houses in general are Harry Potter closets. So your pantry is your Harry Potter closet, extra storage. So it comes all the way back here, and I'm 5'9", so I can walk almost all the way down here without any problem. Got little hooks there, but really great space if you love to cook. You can put all your stuff in there and a little extra. All right, let's go down to this wing of the house. So this is on the back side of the home. You have got a full bath right here, a little bit different than the other one, but we still have like a hotel mirror there. Tub. You've got laundry room, little doggy door if you guys have some fur friends. Little closet here. And then you do have a bedroom here. So you could make this, I know you've got the office up front, but you could make this into a guest bedroom, maybe a small kid, whatever you wanted, with some really great French doors here that open up into a closet. I would say this is almost like a blue-green. It's not gray. Really don't know what the color to call this, but. And then, this little thing's beeping at me. A garage is a garage is a garage, but you get 3 parking spots, which is an added bonus. We all like extra parking, and then 2 hot water heaters. So these are going to be gas, and then obviously your attic access as well. And I guess while we're down here, we'll check out the backyard before we head upstairs and check everything out up there. Let's see. I know we came this way. Let's take a little look. So you do have some views from up there. You got extra living space, but there's a media room up there too, which is awesome. All right, one of my favorite things that I see a lot here in Allen is going to be the electric gates. And back here you do have a pool as well. So great, again, if you have kids, you can, they've already got the fencing there for you. But you come over here and everything is fenced off, which is awesome. Great privacy fence. And this is your 3-car garage again. Roof looks good. We've got gutters, which if you know anything about Texas, you need gutters or your foundation's going to move. And that's just an added expense that you don't want. Okay, so here was the primary bath there. So yes, there's a tree, but yeah. Then you've got HVAC system there. And it's very quiet. Again, you're on a cul-de-sac, so you do get an oversized lot. All your pool equipment's back there. Does need a little bit of cleaning. It's probably not the best time to show it. Okay. All right, onward and upward we go, folks. I forget how many what the square footage is. Excuse me while I can't talk. Got a really grand light fixture there. We've got carpet up the stairs. This has all been painted black. Some beautiful windows going up. Look at this little attic access. I'm not even going to try to open that right now. Maybe. Okay, so this one you push, but I don't want to do that. All right. So hello from up here and down there. All right, let's go this way first. So again, you have another really great, I mean, you can call it a second living area. So you could do something fun right here. And then I've got a bedroom here. Light did not turn on. I would say it's an oversized closet. I don't know if you would call it a walk-in. I mean, you can come in here. I'm a full adult and you can get in here. So kids might find it great. To be honest, I didn't even see this earlier. So, also we have a very small Jack and Jill bathroom. So you have 2 sinks, which is great. And then you can close yourselves off into this bathroom, shower, potty room. And then you come on over here. And again, it's another good size room. And instead of the 1 door, they've got the 2 where you can walk in. I'd say it's still oversized. It's deeper than some. Getting way too many notifications. And then we got a little linen closet in between the 2 rooms, which I kind of like over here. You're tucked away. I think, you know, I have 2 kids. So I think like, would I make them share a room and put them over here? Or would I split them apart? Because we do have another bedroom over here with this bathroom. So a little bit bigger of a bathroom. And obviously, you know, you can do with it what you want, but it also feeds into the extra living room and the media room, which you'll see in just a second. And yeah, I feel like I would make this probably my daughter's room because this one's a little bit bigger than one of those ones over there. So, you know, girl things, right? They want all the space and you'd get your own bathroom. Okay, so then we have a second, this is, I guess, a third living area, to be very honest. You could do this as like a game room. I'm thinking, you know, pool table, ping pong table here, maybe some arcade games or something fun. But you also, again, have a smaller one out there. And then on top of that, you have a really, really nice media room. So they've already got it painted, the lights. We've got attic access on both. Let's just see for some shits and giggles. Okay, so they did line it out a little bit. So you could use a little bit of that space for storage. But I'm also thinking you definitely can't put sofas here. So maybe just like a couple lines here, or like a really nice U shape right here. And then obviously your screen there. So some really great options that you can do with the space. Again, you've got so much space in this house for literally anything and everything. You can make it your own. So I just think there's a lot to be done. And again, cul-de-sac, so not a lot of through traffic. Yeah. And to talk about the area a little bit more, I live not even a mile away from this one. Like I said, this is one of my most favorite neighborhoods here on this side. There's a couple before you get into like the Lucas and Fairview area, but all the homes are big. They feed into Olson Elementary, which has got great ratings. My kids go there. And then it should feed into Curtis Middle School here in Allen, and Allen's got top rated schools. I know they're usually within the top 5 consecutively on like niche.com or greatschools.org. So there is no lack of good education when you get here in Allen. I believe that this neighborhood does have a couple of like fishing ponds, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say there is a pool here because you do have a small HOA. Majority of everybody takes care of their lawns. You don't get a lot of noise complaints or anything like that, considering we have friends that live here. They absolutely love it. People are walking every morning, every evening, and in between, you've got people walking their dogs. Women are alone. Kids are riding their bikes. So it is a very family-friendly neighborhood, inviting of anybody at any age and stage of life. It's a great value here in Allen. You are, I think you're under 700,000 on this one for the space and the upgrades that are done on it. I think it's actually a very good value, and definitely worth looking at. I think anybody can come in here and not do much and just make it their own and live nicely. So thanks for coming on the home tour with me. I'm super new to this, so I think these are really awkward at first, but we'll get better. And we'll show you more houses around Collin County. Bye.